So from our point of view, if we hadn't experienced God,
Yes.
we can't recognize someone's telling you, "Yeah, I met God."
Well, this is also very interesting. God can tell you whether they have met God. So when somebody claims to me they have a relationship with God, I know they don't or do have one because I ask God. And God tells me. So it's really easy. And when I say ask, I need to define prayer, remember, we haven't done that yet. But it's really quite easy to determine whether somebody does have a relationship with God or not, based upon what God can tell you about the person, because he's happy to share all information. He doesn't see, like information with Mary as private, like he's not like that. He's going, no, he wants all of us to see that we're all brothers and sisters and we all need to be open and transparent. And he's completely happy to be open and transparent with me about you. If I ask. I don't always ask, but sometimes I do, Like, so when somebody's come to me and says, I have a relationship with God, and I'm going, well, I don't really feel that God's love exists in the person. So I can ask God, well, I don't feel God's love. What's your feeling? I can now see, I know that I can tell the person, God tells me who the person has a relationship with that they think is God. It's usually a spirit, an unseen being that they think is God, that they've got a relationship with. And I can start to tell them why they have that relationship, like what addictions are in place for that relationship to occur, and what, why that person, that spirit, the unseen person, is drawn into their life and so forth. And also why the person believes that person is God. All those truths come to you when you're connected to God. Of course, it doesn't when you're not.
So you can say that one day maybe we can have objective measure,
yes,
of knowing God.
Eventually, yes, yeah. But that requires a relationship with God to do. So that's a part of the problem, is that some of these things require a relationship with God before you get the gift or the ability to do it. So there's a whole heap of advantages of having a relationship with God, and one of those advantages is the ability to talk to God about any matter and therefore get truth about any matter, and also then be able to determine whether somebody else is connecting to God or not, if they claim to be. So if you look in the world today, there are many people who are murderers who claim they're connecting to God, isn't there? In fact, some murderers have even said, I murdered because God told me, right? Now, once I've got a connection with God, I know that's not true, right? Because God can tell you that's not true. God's not murderous. So we know straight away then. But if you aren't connected to God, what do you believe? You sort of go, well, that person's having an experience. Is he just nutters, or, is Jesus nutters, or is he real or not? We don't really know, do we? Unless we have some source of information that would tell us.